Hello YouTube, welcome to Real Time Reviews. Now normally on the channel I only like to review products that are over 6 months old so you can get a good idea of what they're like long term. There is going to be the odd occasion where this isn't going to be the case, and this is going to be one of them. Why? Because basically my old Ryobi Reciprocating Saw, the RRS18-0 has just expired. Basically the motor has burnt out. I have had 2 of these go in 4 years. So why am I buying another Ryobi saw, you might be asking yourselves? Well, because basically I've got lots of Ryobi batteries. I like cordless, so there we are. I don't want to swap over to another manufacturer and have to buy a load more batteries, so hence I've gone with another Ryobi reciprocating saw. Now I was going to get the brushless one, but I cheaped out in the end because I think it's about 130 quid here in the UK. So I bought another brushed one. Now this hopefully is the new version, so I'm hoping that Ryobi have improved the longevity of these things somewhat. I'm probably going to be disappointed, but I'm hoping they've improved the longevity of these reciprocating saws, because this is the new RRS18-0. There's a few ergonomic changes, and I think we've got the SPM up to 3400. I'm not sure what SPM stands for. Strokes per minute, I'm going to make a guess. I think the old saw is something like 3100 or something, so you get a few more strokes per minute, and there's a few ergonomic changes. I think they've dispensed with this anti-vibration thing. Didn't really do anything anyway, and I think the way that the safety on the saw is different. But anyway, I've bought body only. This cost me 60 quid here in the UK. Let's get it out of the box and take a look. Right then, in the box we get, if I can get the thing out. Oh, God, it's stuck.
Eventually.
We get some instructions, we get some warranty information, we get a load of blurb trying to sell us other Ryobi products. We've got some blades. Now I'm going to be honest, these blades that these saws come with are dog dirt. I don't know what these new ones are like actually. These are different actually, the other ones were absolute crap. But these do look different, so I'm going to try these. We get an Allen key. We only get one blade this time. Now with the last one I got a wood and a hacksaw blade basically, and now we've got the actual body of the tool itself. Like I said, I've had the body only. Oh God, here we go, more packaging.
2,000 years later.
Right, finally got that bit of cardboard off the end. Not very easy one-handed, I must admit. So we've got the blade release mechanism. You can load and unload the blade by pushing up that lever. We've got the foot, and the Allen key basically is to adjust the foot. It comes in and out, I think something like 15-20 millimeters or something like that. Now I noticed that they've changed the trigger on this. On the old one you had to depress a switch constantly as a safety and then pull the trigger in, but this has got an actual physical switch or button to lock the trigger, so click it on and off, which I think is going to make the job, I think using it is going to make it a little bit easier actually, because some people complained about having to depress that switch for long periods. But from an ergonomic standpoint, it does feel quite nice. It is a little bit lighter than the outgoing model as well. Let's just have a... And it is slightly smaller. Like I say, the foot and the release mechanism are the same, but ergonomically they've changed it. The battery lives at the back now, which might make it a little bit easier when using it for long periods of time. It was in the middle before. Anyway, that's basically the differences as far as I can tell. It is a nicer looking saw, I must admit, but what does it cut like? Well, let's find out. Right, I've put a battery in, I've put the blade in, I've lubricated the foot, as this thing is pretty stiff when they're new, and just put a bit of lubrication on it, just makes the job easier. I have noticed that there doesn't appear, unless I'm being a bit thick, anywhere for the Allen key to be stowed. On the old version it was sort of slotted on the side there, which was brilliant. But I can't find anywhere on the saw where I can put my Allen key, so that is just going to disappear somewhere. Now I was going to take this outside and cut up a couple of pallets for you guys, but the weather's horrendous. It's just started snowing heavily, so I'm going to try and bring some wood in here and cut it in here and try and set up the camera. Right, I've set you guys up on a chair next to me. Hopefully you're going to be able to see this. I can't see the screen from here, unfortunately, but anyway, here it goes. Like I say, the saw immediately does feel a little bit more ergonomic. Oh yeah, yeah, straight through it, no problem at all. That actually feels, I don't know if it's because my old saw was a little bit worn, but that actually feels like there's less vibration in this one. And ergonomically, it does feel a little bit nicer to use. Let's have another go. That went through that like butter. Yeah, no problem with that. Let's try something a bit thicker. Hang on. No problem at all. Once again, let's try it again. No issues. I do like this blade. The last couple of Ryobi blades I had have been absolute junk with the tools, but this one seems a lot better. Right, I have found an old but new hacksaw blade for one of these, so let's try it on a bit of plastic pipe and a bit of copper pipe, just for argument's sake. Let's see if I can... This might end in tears, I think. Oh Christ, straight through it. Let's try the copper pipe. Oh, old bit of copper pipe. Oh blimey, straight through it again. A lot quicker than I thought it was going to be. Okay then, just for argument's sake, I've got an old piece of Chinese steel tube in here. Let's see what happens. There you go. Right, I've just realised that the battery I was using to cut the wood, the copper pipe and the plastic pipe was almost dead, which is impressive on its own. But let's just see what it's like with a brand new battery in it. I didn't realise at the time. Straight through it. Okay then, initial impressions of the new RRS18-0. I'm going to say we've taken a couple of steps forward. One with regards to the ergonomics, and two with regards to the extra strokes per minute. This does seem as though it's a nicer saw to use, a little bit smoother. I don't know what the anti-vibration business was like on the old one, but I don't think it worked that well. We've gone backwards with regards to the Allen key stowage, because I've already put it down somewhere and I can't find it. So I really would have liked to have seen the Allen key for the foot stowed on the side of the saw like the old one. That was brilliant, that was. But so far, I'm quite impressed with this thing. I will do a follow-up video in possibly about 6 to 12 months, and we'll see what this thing is like long term, but at the moment, gets a big thumbs up. Anyway, if you found the video of some use and interest, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you're feeling that way inclined, hit that subscribe button for more similar future content. Once again, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again very, very soon. Thank you.